Okay, so this is the last Christmas card we're going to do. And this is going to be more kind of a traditional card. So I've taped off the edges so we can have like a nice white frame after we're done. And I am going to, if I get interrupted by my cell phone, I'll stop the video. But I'm going to wet down the top third of my card because we're going to drop in a sky. Alright, and we're going to do that with indigo, and I might just do this watered down version of indigo all over. Okay, and then I'm going to go straight into my palette and get some darker. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm going to make it darker towards the bottom. And then I'm going to get some of this pinky quinacridone magenta, and I'm going to drop just a little bit of that in. Let it blend. Blend on the paper. And we don't want pools of water at the bottom of it, so I am going to take my paper towel and get those pools up so we don't have any back runs. Oh, I just love that blue. Okay, so now I'm going to take some salt, and this is just some salt that I bought at Walmart or a grocery store, and it's just McCormick, and I like the grinder, but you can use any salt. You can use coarse salt, kosher salt, table salt. Okay, and we're going to let that dry. Alright, so, and like I said, if you, again, you see, because that salt's pushing that pigment away, you might see some more pools, so I'm going to just soak them up so they don't give me back runs. Alright, so we'll turn the video off and we'll be back in just a second and finish our painting. Okay, so the salt has dried and it left this great texture on here, but I think I'm going to glaze over this with a little bit more of this indigo just to give it a more uniform look. This is watered down. Because that salt really pushed out a lot of paint. Yeah. Here's that indigo. Alright, now I'm going to water it down some more. And that's just going to give it a more night sky. It's still got some texture in there. Okay, so now I'm going to dry that. Not going to put any more salt on it. I'll be right back after it's dried. Okay, so now I'm going to take some raw umber and mix it with this indigo and make a nice dark black. To make my trees. Alright, that looks really good. Let's test it. Have a test paper. Oh, that's still a little bit too blue. Okay, let's test it again. That's better. Let's give it just a little bit more raw umber. Yeah, that's a nice dark. So, I am going to start making my trees. So, I'm going to come up from and make one in the front. Get it to where you can see it. I'm going to make one like it's closer to the viewer. And I'm going to kind of hold it I'm going to make it kind of go off the paper. And then come one off of here. Okay, get some more paint and put one back here, kind of like it's behind. Make it go up off the paper here. And one coming this way. Just don't think about it much. Okay, so now I'm going to come up from here. And then I'm going to come over here from like the corner. We're just making winter trees here. Okay, so maybe one more. Coming from this way. All right. So, I think that's enough. Maybe pulling this down. All right, so now I'm going to take this indigo, really watered down to where it's just, I mean, I'm just doing it over here in this pan, and I am just really getting just a really light wash. I mean, you can barely see it. And I'm going to go down here and make some areas in the snow. Intentionally leaving some white space. Okay, so as soon as that dries, which I think it is, I'm going to go in with my gouache. Put a little bit more out here on my palette. And make some snow. Make sure that's in the frame there. And I just loaded up my paintbrush. Now this is my Da Vinci number 6. It's a natural hairbrush, so it's got a lot of paint in there. And so I'm going to get some big splatters. All right, now we'll dry that and then we'll write something on the bottom here. Okay, so our last part is to write, I'm going to write peace. So I'm just going to start here. Alright, now I'm going to take my, I think I'll take my Sharpie because it writes a little bit larger. And I'm going to do a thicker edge. Kind of a faux calligraphy. I'm by no means got great handwriting, but I learned this trick from several YouTubers. Okay, let's color in that. Alright, now I'm going to take my eraser and erase my stray pencil lines. Okay, All right, now the best part, taking off the tape. Go slow so you don't tear your paper. But with you drying your project with a hair dryer or a heat tool, it should be soft enough to pull off. And if you pull it away, watch me tell you a lie here. Pull it kind of away. And slow. There we go. Goodness, this is being stubborn. There. So that's a pretty Christmas card. I really like that. So that will go in my collection. So there's another easy Christmas card with all the stops and starts. It probably took me about 15 minutes, and most of that time was letting it dry. So that's an easy Christmas card for you to send out. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video. Let me know. Hope you learned some tricks and techniques. So, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. Okay, bye-bye.